All right. Trying to reconnect. Okay. Well, good. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in. We are going live with SMRT TV. This is our inaugural event. We're just getting started with talking about television for social media and business. So my name is Curtis Howe. I'm the owner of Smart Social. This is John Lee, one of our content managers. So we're going to talk about, today we want to talk about F8. The F8 conference, Facebook's developer conference, was last week. So we want to talk about some of the things that we learned from it and how a business could capitalize on the new things that are coming up on Facebook. If you have questions, make sure to follow us on Periscope or Twitter. You can join us on there. We're working on getting this set up as well to broadcast to Facebook. So we're getting everything set up here. So while I work on getting Facebook up to date, generally, do you want to talk about what are some things that Facebook announced at the F8 conference?
Yeah, so they have announced, basically the biggest thing I realized was setting up these bots that are going to allow businesses to create automated responses to customer service type questions. And this could be also with placing orders and actually creating sales throughout the Messenger app itself. So I think that's really cool. They did an order from 1-800-Flowers live at the conference.
On the
which
conference
really
with
cool.
the chat bot.
Yeah, and I thought that was cool because they were putting the screen share up and they actually had just placed an order from the bot to order some flowers and get it sent over to them. So that poses a lot of opportunity for businesses with customer service.
I think so. It was really cool when they did that too with the bot for 1-800-Flowers, because I mean really you could just go into Messenger, message 1-800-Flowers and order a bouquet, and they had questions that you'd go through based upon what you needed for it, where you're going to send it to, those kinds of things. So it was really neat that you can really order stuff and communicate with the business without ever having to actually talk to a human being, which is somewhat ironic. I mean, we always worked on, for years, we've always talked about, we want to talk to a human on customer service because we hate dealing with the phone call, robo people and stuff like that.
Press 8.
We want a human being to talk to. But what's amazing is now there's a new trend in customer service where we don't actually talk to a human being anymore. We actually talk to a bot, or we talk to somebody over Twitter or other things. And I know for me, I use Twitter all the time for customer service. I get way better customer service on Twitter than I ever get on the phone. And it's so much easier to just tweet to a company and they see it, because it's a public conversation. They're going to see it. They're going to know that they need to respond quickly to it. So there's a lot of great stuff that goes along with those.
Yeah, I think another good opportunity for just building in more features into the Facebook Messenger app instead of having to download 5 or 6 different apps on your iPhone, taking up that data, you can just download the Messenger app on your phone and you can have all those basic features that another app would offer built straight into Messenger. You can order an Uber from your Messenger without even downloading the app. Also good for if you just need to ask a quick question about anything, depending on what kind of bot you're talking to. I thought that was really interesting and cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of great things that are there. So the bots are really nice. A couple of ways that we're working on some bots for us and our clients is we want to build a bot for our own company, Smart Social, where you can get marketing tips. They will set it up and you can say, once a week I want to get a marketing tip, and we'll send you a tip, just a free information, free advice in Messenger to you with links to articles or videos or other things to help you learn more about marketing for social media. We want to build a bot for one of our clients that it's a service company. They come to your home, they help you fix appliances and things. So we're working on a bot for them that allows you to diagnose the problem with your appliance in your home, like a furnace or air conditioner or other things, so that you can, instead of having to be on the phone and try to call people and listen to sales pitches and stuff like that, you just use their bot and it'll actually walk you through a series of logical questions that will allow you to actually understand what's wrong. Like say for a furnace, you can go in there and say, okay, so what could be happening? What is the sound it's making? And then it'll give you opportunities to some options, And then you just go through and diagnose, okay, here's what it is. You need to change your furnace filter. That's what's going on. Or your thermostat needs to be adjusted this way. Or what else is going on?
So you can just think it through like you would on a quiz in a magazine, how they have the tree.
Yeah, exactly.
It's either this or that, and then you kind of go down and it asks you more questions. And that's kind of how the bot's idea, when you're building it, is to look at it like, these are these 3 possible responses.
Exactly. And I think even we have some clients that do health products, and so we're going to work on some bots for them to allow questions where you can ask them questions on health stuff, and it'll pull up articles for you or things to help you with health issues.
Mm-hmm.
So how can certain supplements help, or certain types of exercises help with certain things health-wise. So there's going to be some fun stuff with that too.
Yep. Awesome opportunities
Yeah.
for customer service. Just giving more control to what the customer needs, what the customer is asking, instead of, not being shy and not reaching out. They'll be like, oh, I could just have a messenger, I can do it. I can just reach out to them.
Exactly.
So.
I think, and Facebook Messenger is huge for that, just for the instant messaging abilities to talk to other business, have a business, talk to their customers. Mm-hmm. So if you have a problem, instead of having to get on a phone call and leave a message for someone, instead of having to send an email and hope they see it, or listen to the phone recordings of press 8 and then press 4 and then press 2 and then go back and press 8 again.
We don't need that anymore.
Yeah, so now it's moving to, you instant message them, just like you would your friends. You're going to get on Facebook Messenger and you're going to instant message that business and go, hey, here's my question, or here's what's going on, or I got this order and something's wrong, what do you do? So businesses now need to keep up with Facebook Messenger. They need to have those apps on their devices of whoever's managing their customer service, because people these days want 24-hour customer service, and they want it quickly. Especially if you're doing Twitter, most people want it within like an hour or two. You need to be able to respond fast to get that. On Facebook, if it's a post, so they'll usually give you a few hours, but they want within 24 hours, you need to respond. So at minimum, check it every day. One thing that we do is we put the notifications on, so it shows up on our mobile device, so we can see it all the time and have that ability to keep track of what's going on for our clients. Mm-hmm. So realize that's a new way to communicate with your customer base, is use instant message services to allow that. So what about other things from F8 that you saw?
I think the Instagram algorithm was a big thing they talked about. Just the new updates with that, and how it's most popular posts are first. If you guys have any examples of how that's affected your news feed, chat us and let us know. Have you noticed it? Has your feed looked different? Are you getting more or less responses on your posts? I've noticed a little bit less on my posts, less views. I posted it at a peak time, and I didn't really get any response for it when, a few weeks ago I would have gotten double or triple. So interesting to learn about, interesting to see how we can integrate the ads.
You've seen it impact you already, is what you're saying.
I have, yeah.
Interesting.
It was interesting.
It used to get response, but now it doesn't.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I posted it at a peak time I thought was a popular time, just like right around 4 or 5, So I didn't get any people who actually were my friends to see it. It was all people who were looking at the hashtags.
Oh, interesting.
So we want to have followers. We want people to come back and look at our page more and actually follow us. But the people who ended up liking the particular photo were not even local.
Didn't even get it. Wow.
Anyone on my friends list. Out of the 5 people that engaged with the post, only 1 person was actually a follower of mine. So that's a change that I noticed.
Yeah, so keep an eye on that, because I know that's still rolling out for Instagram.
Yeah.
Is to do that. So keep an eye on those kinds of things too, with the algorithms. And it changes. Here's what's interesting, is it changes just because Instagram has an algorithm, but it doesn't change it because Facebook's always had an algorithm. So you just need to apply the same strategies you did on Facebook to Instagram.
Yeah, that's true. Make sure that you're posting relevant content that people want to see, people want to engage with, and then of course engage back with your followers so that they can know what you're up to. It's mutual, just like Facebook.
Yeah, and if you guys have questions for us about what happened to F8, let us know. That'd be great. One thing I thought was great as far as future potential was the virtual reality and augmented reality stuff that they were coming out with.
Yeah.
There's some amazing opportunities for that I think, I mean, it's definitely not a cheap way to go, but I'm sure
it will become more regular when it's in the future.
There's more software and other things that will come out to help with that. But what's awesome too is being able to, I mean, if you have a store, if you have a like a restaurant or a place where people are going to come to do things, then create a virtual reality opportunity where they can walk through your facility.
Yeah.
I think there's some fun with that where people can oh yeah, let's go take a tour. For realtors, I think there's an awesome opportunity where you can shoot the house and then you don't ever have to leave your office. You just sit down with a couple people in your office, you hand them the Oculus headsets or the Samsung headsets.
What a beautiful kitchen.
And you go, okay, look around here, here's what this is, and you can jump in with them and interact with them as they see stuff and follow that, let's move to the next room and then okay, that was that house, now let's go to the next house. And you just switch which one you're looking at. You don't even have to leave your office anymore.
Yeah, really awesome.
So I think there's some fun stuff that can happen with that.
I'm sure maybe some of you have seen, scrolling down your Facebook feed, they have some sponsored videos out where you can actually kind of look around from your device itself.
Yeah, there's a few on YouTube.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I think there's a great opportunity with what you can do with that. I would, the other thing I thought was really interesting from the Facebook conference was how they're moving with the chatbots and with everything else. Facebook's really moving in a direction to where you don't need other apps. It's almost like Facebook is an operating system that allows you to communicate and purchase stuff and do things. So, like for Uber, in fact, or even 1-800-Flowers, we've heard that example as well, you can order an Uber car from Facebook Messenger. You can send a message to Uber and it'll track your location things and get it set up. As long as you have an account, it'll connect and do it for you. And then 1-800-Flowers, you can order flowers from Facebook Messenger. You don't need to go to the 1-800-Flowers app or even the website to see it. So Facebook's really been huge at going away from using browsers as well as even now apps, integrating opportunities where you don't need that anymore. So there's a lot of fun.
What about the live articles?
Yeah, live articles too. That is such an opportunity to connect.
It opens up the article within Facebook, so you don't have to go outside of Facebook and wait for the article to load.
Yeah.
It's already in there, it's already built, and now they are allowing people to write articles within Facebook and get them branded, sponsored, and exposure for your business. It
is. It's really great, and they load fast. They're quicker, and I believe there's analytics on them as well. So instead of if you're a company that publishes a lot of content, instead of just having a article that you put up like a blog post or on your website, and then you have to track links from Facebook to go look at it and see stuff.
Everyone go look at this article on this site over here.
Yeah, exactly. They don't even have to leave Facebook. They can pull it up and you can see it. And so there's analytics on how many times it's being read, how often it's being opened. A lot of opportunities with that. Yeah, instant sharing of it too, which is great. It loads quick. The link preview's better. It does take a little bit to get it set up. To get instant articles in place, you have to have 50 articles pre-written in order to get your instant articles account set up with Facebook. But the other nice thing too is they're allowing monetization of those. So if you have an article that's, say, sponsored, maybe you work with a company that will pay you to write an article for them, you can actually have their branding on that article, and they can show that this is a sponsored article from them. So there's that opportunity to have advertising on your articles too, to monetize them. So a lot of opportunity there that wasn't there even a year ago when they released instant articles. So a lot of good stuff is happening. Stay tuned for more. We appreciate everybody that has joined us today. We're going to put this up onto YouTube as well, so we're probably about a week late on YouTube, but we're going to do our best to do this every single week. About this time on Mondays from our office here in Ogden, Utah at the Startup Ogden building. Woo-hoo. So if you're ever in Ogden and want to come by and be live with us, come by around noon and let us know and we'll get you in and have you come out and be a part of SMRT TV. So stick around for more and share this with your friends and let them know more about how social media can help them with their business. That's our goal, is to give advice of how you can do online marketing for a business and what are the new trends and changes that come up with social media to help you with your business as well. So stay tuned, send us questions, use the hashtag SMRT TV, to communicate with us about it and send us questions you'd like to have answered, things you want us to talk about, and we will be more than happy to work on getting a show set up for those. So thanks for joining us today.